Just a quick video on 7 places you can go if you get kicked off of eBay, and what to do after that happens. Because for some people who've been making a pretty nice income off of eBay for a while, it can be a pretty cold process. You know, I've noticed over the last few years that eBay's gotten very stringent, and they're really leaning down on people and almost asking them to do the impossible, because there's a lot of shysters on eBay. It's sure, there's some shyster sellers, but there are shyster buyers too, who are always trying to get something free, get something back, have something shipped to them, and then get their money back, not ship the item in return. And eBay will sometimes almost force you into a corner to give the refund back before you have the item. I lost a guitar that I bought and I sold on eBay, and I packed it as hard as I could, and the guy was just looking, you know, to scam. And I wish I had his user ID. I'm sure there's an email out there somewhere where I might post his user ID, but he basically stole the guitar from me. Once he got the guitar, he said it wasn't up to his standards. He only paid like $70 for the guitar. I mean, it wasn't anything spectacular. I listed it like that. So he started complaining over a weekend, because if you complain over a weekend, you've got that window where no activity can happen after noon on Saturday, because USPS is not open, UPS is not open. So he used that window to call PayPal over in India. I've just decided PayPal is in India, and complain to them. So that was just a bad experience I had on eBay, and why I no longer really use eBay that much. But I just got you a quick video, 7 places you can go to start generating income after the eBay debacle is over. And I think a lot of great sellers are being removed from eBay because the standards are so stringent and so strict that no one but the corporations can handle even being on eBay. It seems like if you're really going to make any income, and by good income I mean, you know, $1,000 to $2,000 a month. I mean, so anyway, Facebook is number 1 on my list, as there's a lot of things going on with Facebook. But Facebook has many online garage sales in different ways that you can meet people face to face. You can have them pay you through PayPal, and you can ship the items to them. You've got more listing abilities as far as the way you can describe the items. You actually kind of are closer to knowing if you're dealing with a real person and not a corporation that's set up an account so they can go in and bash the lower volume sellers on eBay and get them off of there, so they can take over the eBay landscape. And everybody knows this is going on, but usually by the time you're savvy enough, eBay's already kicked you off, and to their unrealistic expectations. So begin to explore Facebook. I'll probably do an additional video to each one of these spots. But Facebook, Craigslist. I've had some great success on Craigslist. Again, it's a face-to-face meeting. Make sure you let somebody know that you're going to be meeting somebody that afternoon. Let the person know as you're meeting them that you left word, you know, with their license plate number or whatever before you meet them. Always meet them in a public place. And you can sell garage sale type items to people on Craigslist and make some bank. I sold a whole bookstore worth of stuff one time, and did very well because I had bought the bookstore out. And again, I'll probably do a follow-up video to that. Antique malls. Go into an antique mall, set up a booth, spend, you know, $40 to $60 a month, get a couple of racks of shelves, and go in and start exploring things that you can sell. Most of these places will subtract your rent out before they give you your check every month. But again, I've put together full bookstores in a little bitty rack at an antique shop, and sold, you know, 260 books in 1 month. So antique malls is number 3 on the list. Another one for residual income is AdSense. I've been on AdSense for years, and I have several websites, bransonsfund.com, melodylane.branson.com, and I use AdSense to build revenue so I can support to keep my websites up. Once you reach $100, AdSense is going to send you a check. So, hey, who doesn't like to make more money, more passive income? Because you're not doing 9 to 5 to post to these sites and kind of get traffic going. And again, I'll probably do another video to where I show you how to get traffic through Facebook. There's probably a zillion of them anyway. Get started watching those videos. Amazon, fantastic site. Again, very stringent, very hard to get people to leave feedback. But, you know, DVDs sell very rapidly on Amazon. Books sell rapidly, but they're very, it's very competitive. So get on there as soon as you can. Stay in good standing with them. And the one advice I would give you is don't get too big too fast. Stay within the parameters of what Amazon requires. Get in there and learn how the landscape works. There's some algorithms out there and some software you can buy to get going and learn how to drop those prices, because everything's about price. But when you get into the 1 cent range, Amazon starts to just kind of level out, and nobody's making any money. Don't sell stuff for 1 cent. Etsy's another one. I haven't really explored Etsy too much, but that's somewhere to go, and I think it's a craft-driven site. I think they have like a lifetime auction membership that you can buy. And finally, another place I went after Amazon went down was Alibreeze. You pay $20, $25 a year, and I've done it for several years. It's probably not going to be the highest volume in the beginning, but you've got to have things to list, and you've got to stay competitive. And what I do is I open them in 2 screens. The second one I research the price. The first one I put the price in. And I have sold quite a few items. It seems like the margins are better on Alibreeze. They don't hound you as much as eBay does. At one time, I think I had 6,000 to 7,000 feedbacks on eBay on one of my sites, and overnight they started hassling me and telling me, you know, my customers weren't happy. And I said, hold on, I've been with you guys for over 10 years. And, you know, over time, eBay just works to purify the landscape and get rid of sellers who are maybe doing the, you know, things maybe the way the old school does. It's not a fair process, but I realized once I really got big with eBay and started doing some things that I didn't control anything that was going on, that eBay controlled everything, and I always try to do right by my buyers and my, you know, it's just not enough. People are pretty cruel. They're very picky. There was a lot of conning kind of buyers on eBay, so I just want you to explore these 7 places, and please leave your notes here if you know of some place else you can go and make a little bit of money. So look for the follow-up videos to this, and like my video, share my video, and happy making some money.